Good evening, everybody. We're doing can't get my teeth in, a little bit of impromptu live, although I did mention it to Cassie. Cassie I'll introduce in a moment, but I thought I'd come on twice a week, a Sunday roundup and say what's been going on, and on a Wednesday jump on with either someone like Cassie, one of you members that have got some news or something to share with us, or I can just jump on and waffle about, really, because I am pretty good at it. I could talk for England. So yesterday we had our lovely Laura. Hello, Amy. How you doing, my lovely? Yesterday we had Laura, who did our first ever takeover day. We have, hello, Vicky. We have no one for next week. So if someone wants to take over the group like we did, hello, Donna, like Laura did yesterday, you can go live if you want to. You can put a video on. You can tell us about your business. You can put some engagement posts. You can do whatever you like for the entire day, and it's really good to get connected with each other. We have our first networking meeting on Monday, which I'm really excited about. I've got 4 or 5 people, plus a couple of leaders, plus a guest speaker. So it'd be really good if you could join us with that. It will be online in the evening. It's a Zoom ticket, which there is links everywhere. Amy is still working, so am I, darling. Look. Cassie knows the saga about these masks, but oh my God, they're taking me forever. So they're there. This is for an author whose book launches. The book is called The Bank Job, in London, and they've got to be there this week. So I'm just going to get this in. So I've just got to put the elastic in. But they've been taking me quite some time because I've never sewed in labels before. But we get there. So, Cassie, Donna's eating dinner. Amy's in a workshop. Amber's right next to me.
Yes.
She really likes to join in. So, we've got Cassie on because Cassie is doing a charity it's not a charity event, is it, Cassie? It's a charity, what is it?
Fundraiser.
That's it.
Really big coffee morning.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've bought one, but we're going to get Cassie to tell a little about herself first. So, Cassie, tell us about your family? What do you do? Because you're a homeschool mum, aren't you?
Yes, quite a few.
Oh my God.
Yes, homeschooling, looking after husband. It's a full-time job.
So you've got 4 kids?
Yep.
And what are they? What are their ages?
Oh God, now you're asking.
Well, we want to know.
Oh, this is nearly 6, 4, 2, and 8 months.
So you've got your hands full. And your... Is it carer? Is that the right word for your husband? Are you carer? Or...
Yeah.
And you have business?
Yep.
And you're doing charity?
That's a lot.
Well, yeah, the business sort of takes a back seat when we do charity.
Yeah. So tell us a bit more about your business, and then we'll talk about your charity. Amy, yes, you can do Takeover Tuesday next week. Thank you. Tell us more about your business. What do you make?
Oh, what don't I make?
You do everything, don't you?
Doing wood burning, and then moved into dream catchers, and now just do whatever I feel like at the time.
Amy went to school with your husband?
Yes, Amy went to school with my husband.
Small world.
That's how I ended up joining Heartisan.
See, I don't know these things. I'm more in the background doing all my bits. I don't know what's going on in front. That makes sense now. So
I made my first dream catcher, and husband said, I swear my friend from school makes dream catchers, and went on and had a look.
So do you live around the same area now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not too far from each other.
That's bizarre, isn't it? So how did you start making dream catchers? I know Amy's story, and if you're doing the takeover next week, Amy, you can tell the whole group about your story. That'd be awesome. But what's your story behind it?
One of my friend's kids started having really bad nightmares like every single day. It was getting
Was it
ridiculous.
terrors?
Sorry?
Was it the terrors?
It was he's 5, but it was just every night. It was awful. And she was looking at dream catchers with him, and he was like, they're all too girly.
True.
So I made a superhero one. And that took me all day. I spent 11 hours non-stop on that thing and swore I'd never make another one. And the next day had orders for 5. So
That is so
spiraled from there.
cool. My cuddle bed for Zach, my first ever one, was a superhero one, and yeah, it took me days and days to suss that.
I remember you sitting on the floor and just sorry.
She said, I remember you sitting on the floor. I did. I sat on the floor with my mum's sewing machine. It's crazy how we start things, isn't it?
Mm.
And how long ago was that?
That was April, maybe.
Oh, you're new.
Yeah, I mean, we started the business last year, doing other bits. We were doing wood burning last year, and then I stopped for maternity leave, and yeah, jumped back in with dream catchers.
That's awesome.
So,
And you're doing other things, though, aren't you? So you made this too?
yeah, we do resin. That's our new little hobby, especially waves. I'm having a massive thing with beach waves at the moment, but there isn't much we don't do. Do crochet. I do all sorts.
Do you know, I can't crochet. I can sew what I want to sew, if that makes sense. So if somebody gave me a pattern, I couldn't do it. I make things up to sew. I have made a hoodie once, haven't I? You want to play with it? And you do those clocks, which Amber just saw and really wants. Let's see one. Because you've got one right next to you. These are incredible.
Got my
Always time for tea. And are you going to tell me that is real tea in there, isn't it?
It is real tea leaves, and the coffee one has real coffee beans in it.
I love that idea.
You just love it. Just anything you put in resin stays preserved. So
That's amazing. Oh, we've got some small word, Vicky. It is. Amy says yours are stunning and mahoosive. She said massive, but it's a mahoosive. In love with the tea necklace. Like, she won. Amy won a necklace off you. That's so cool.
Yeah, I did 6 people won. But yeah, me and Amy, there's a big difference. She tends to do the smaller ones. I tend to do the bigger ones. So it works really well. There's no
room for everybody. There's room. I feel there's room for everybody, no matter what you do. There's plenty to go around, isn't there? And everybody's different. No one's got the same.
Yeah.
So tell us about the fundraising, because you never fundraise for the same charity, do you?
No,
you flip it around.
No, we try and do twice a year, and we usually take suggestions or whatever. Cancer had been suggested to us by a few people, and obviously Macmillan Coffee Morning is completely different this year because of COVID. So we thought
all the charities have suffered, haven't they?
Yeah, so we thought we'd jump on and help out, because not many people are going to be going around to each other's houses for coffee and cake. Though actually they are doing quite well. But we thought something completely social distance worked well. So yeah, we're doing the key rings, and then we're doing a few games and little bits like the raffle to sort of raise it. And yeah, the key rings are all profit, but the games like the raffle and things are 100%. I've donated the clocks, and I'm doing
know. That's amazing. You're all in that, aren't you? Absolutely all in it. And I think whoever that so you got given them the choice of tea or coffee, is that right? Because you went on your first ever live yesterday, am I right?
Yes.
I was so proud. I felt like a proud mother hen. I was like, oh, she's gone live.
You don't like the word.
And I was like, oh, that's brilliant. So I shared it around, and I bought straight away, because lives really connect you with people way more than a post. So being this is a mums in business networking group for businesses, I really strongly, what's the word, Amber? I go live all the time, probably, don't I? All the time. And I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It hasn't popped into my head. I strongly feel like it's the right thing to do for businesses. Obviously, every business is different, but it has done massive things for my business. And it will do to you as well. And you'll see a lot more people see it. You'll see the lives are seen more. If you share it, you'll get yourself out there, and it gives you confidence to go and pitch, which is another part of business. But it is really good. How did you feel? Did you feel worried or?
I was all right, but
You look so confident.
it's been viewed by over 200 people now, so I'm a bit like that went further than I expected.
Amber and Zach did their first ever live on a gate in the middle of the countryside where we live. Amber had just finished guides. There was a wasp, I think. And it ended up in Forbes. It went viral. So this is how things can happen. Do you remember? You are famous. Although you didn't look like you do now.
True.
She had long hair then. Anyway, yeah, Amy sends everyone who wants a big dream catcher your way. I need to do lives. Vicky, have you ever done a live? So people say I need to do lives. I'm like, come on then. Get in. Come into my home and go live with me. Cassie, when at the next event? When's your next event?
We're still running the raffle at the moment. We haven't got many tickets left.
I got 4.
And then yes, you did.
I think, does she mean a crafting event? Because she says when you're on your next event, she can go live. You'll be on her live.
Yeah, we're both doing an event in Colchester in November.
She's going to get you on live. Oh, and Vicky is on. Facebook takes ages. Yeah, I know. Facebook does not.
Oh, I wondered what.
It's not always our friend, Facebook. FB is Facebook. Cassie, you're a natural. I told her that yesterday. She's very, very relaxed. She may not be inside, but she comes across it. You can ask a question in a minute. I just want to say one thing. Vicky has never done one. Vicky, we're going to change that, my lovely. I'm going to be on your case now. Cassie knows you. We'll do it in the end.
Yes, peer pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Do it. Right, she's got a question to ask you, my lovely Amber has.
Yeah. You know this.
Yeah.
How many layers do you use, or is it just one? Because I don't see any indications for layering in there.
That's a good question. Is it one pour?
Those ones are, but the clocks were 2, so everything's completely sealed in. Because obviously, when the hands turn, you can't have the coffee beans hitting them. So,
I tell you what, I'm fascinated by resin. Absolutely fascinating. What type of resin do you use?
Oh, it depends what mood we're in. We use like 3 different types of resin in this house.
I should imagine there's different. Vicky's taught Vicky, who's on now, Dame. She does resin with
I have another question.
Jewelry, and she's told me what the name is, and I can't remember and I can't recall it. But Amber has another question.
What technique do you use? Because I don't usually see stuff at the top.
Do you
it's usually at the bottom
art?
of it.
I think Amber might want to do resin.
No, I've seen it on YouTube, and you can see if you look at the side, it like floats to the top. So I'm just wondering how that happens, or is it just float?
You give it 20 minutes, half an hour till the resin's getting towards being unusable, and then you add the coffee beans and mix it in slightly, and they stay near the top.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering.
Epoxy resin, that is what I've heard.
Because if you put
the
coffee beans in first, it would be at the bottom, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they're more likely to sink. Yeah.
We're learning. See, we're not just networking and talking about our businesses. We're learning too.
I really want one of these, but probably different shape.
Oh, she doesn't want a heart. She's not girly like me, not at all. Okay, so what have you say?
Yes.
Oh, Donna uses epoxy too. Stop it. It's mine. But I'm going to try UV resin. What's UV resin?
Oh, if you shine UV on it, it like lights up, I think.
Wow. Oh, we're learning. Vicky says she wants, Vicky Dame, our face off of Partisan, says she would like you and Vicky C to join her team of lives. There you go. There's a challenge for you coming in the future.
Oh, why did I start this?
It's so tricky. Some things sink and some things float. You see.
Yeah.
So I
I've
need to
never-
talk to
I
Cassie
don't
now
know.
because I'm sure she's got other
Yeah,
things to do this
sorry.
evening.
I'm gonna have some coffee.
Tell us more about your charity then, because we didn't quite finish before Amber
Rudely interrupted.
rudely interrupted. Take your coffee away from my mask. Seriously, it's dripping. Oh my god, I'm gonna have heart failure. Can't drink around my mask. You just can't. So I don't often work from home. This is why.
I can see why.
Yeah. Kelly told me about UV resin. It doesn't need to be mixed and dries quick with a UV light. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's good.
I think Amber's going to be a resin artist.
No, resin.
You'll be able to make your own earrings.
Doesn't resin take like a day or two to dry, like multiple days?
Depends on the resin, yeah. Some take 24 hours, some take 48, some take longer, some take less. But it's an expensive hobby to get into.
Is it? Oh, is
It is
resin
almost
expensive?
Yeah.
Oh, she knows already. She's obviously looked at that.
I see it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so let's go back to talk about your charity. So you have a raffle with just a few
Yes.
tickets left.
Yeah, and first prize gets to pick which clock they want. Second prize can have the other clock.
You've got a coffee one
So,
and you've got a tea one.
yeah.
And then you're selling these two. Is that right?
No, the little key.
The little one that she couldn't find.
Yeah, my little tiny one.
They're so
that have got.
cute.
What's inside of that one?
That one's got tea in it.
I think you need to pull it back a little bit because it's focusing on your face and not the... There you go.
Put your hand behind it.
Oh, yeah, put your hand behind it. That's a good idea, Amber.
I can't do that when I'm holding my phone with the other hand.
Oh, sorry.
That's very true. There you go. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, that one.
That's cool.
Yes, I've got
I've noticed something.
tea ones, coffee ones, and drinks ones.
Alcohol or just soda?
Oh, well, the ring pulls from soft drinks can. We don't drink alcohol in this house. We have too many kids.
Don't blame you.
My mum doesn't drink tea or coffee, and she was like, well, what are you doing for me? So we
That's
decided
true.
to do ring can.
That is true, isn't it? One more question, and then
Did you say you were doing a fundraiser?
she is. This is fundraising. Yeah, I bought
What
four
does
tickets.
Does the ribbon thing have to do with anything of it?
So she's talking about the little ribbon. That's an awareness ribbon.
Oh, yeah, because it's for Macmillan Coffee Morning, who obviously support families and the people with cancer, and obviously the awareness ribbons tie in perfectly for that. So it reminds you when you're looking at your tea or coffee that you bought it for a cancer charity.
Yeah, it's hope. Good, isn't it? Yeah, and we've got a ribbon. There's ribbon for everything. There's a ribbon for autism. There's a ribbon for fibro.
Yeah, there's a
ribbon for everything.
Ribbons, but I knew that one was the one for cancer.
Did you?
I go to school.
You do go to school. Only just. Okay, so we're going to go, and what Cassie's going to do is she's going to leave her links in the comments. So if you'd like to support Macmillan,
I do.
We have. Yes, we have. We saw the live. And you can grab a ticket. I'll be back on Sunday to showcase. I don't even know I'm showcasing.
You just see my head popping in.
I'm showcasing our Spotlight sponsors. I think we have 2 for that on Monday. I've got a bit confused with that post, I must admit. Some people said they'd do it and they're like, oh no, I can't do it next week. So I will look at that. The Spotlight sponsor will be in the networking group meeting on Monday. Dame is doing the guest speaker, and I'll tell you in a minute. And the Spotlight sponsor gets to go on social media. I think I have to share it all over social media, do a spotlight on it. It goes on the main MIBA group and on the page, I think. And then, yes, you do need to prepare for Monday Day. It's my first networking meeting. It's exciting. Ooh, you will not be in here.
I know.
And you get to give away something, I think, and talk in the meeting too. So I've got to do some preparation for the networking meeting too, Dean. Molds and other addictions
I
here.
have a question.
There is crafting is an addictive thing, isn't it?
Oh, that's what she. I
That's
don't know
what
what she
you
meant by addiction.
Addiction. It's like addicted to food or addicted to drink or addicted to craft, art.
Lol.
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 Okay, so thanks for coming and talking to us, Cassie. You did amazing. I knew you would. You've got no worries at all. You can jump on all the time now. And
Thanks.
to take over Thursday tomorrow. No, it's not.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Do you know what? She's in my ear constantly.
So,
Can you
I
hear that?
agree with
Can you hear
that
that?
comment.
You see what I've got to do?
I agree with that comment though.
I agree with that comment. Crafting is a great therapy. It absolutely is, and it brings us all together. Businesses and networking does as well. So, tomorrow is top 5 people that's engaged in the group. I will let you know in the morning, and whoever that is, the top 5 people can just share your businesses. That'll be Thankful Thursday, yeah, Throwback Thursday, all those lovely things that we can do for our business. Put on your pages. And I'm going to put a Twitter PDF. I haven't managed to talk much about Twitter this week because it's been a bit crazy. But it'll all be in a PDF which you can download. And then be the weekend nearly, won't it? Have a whole week at school. Whee! She's back to drums on Friday. She hasn't been drums. She goes playing on her drums on every Friday, but I haven't done that for 6 months, have you?
No.
We've got maths to do for that
I
as
hope
well.
I remember the songs.
You'll be fine. So have a good rest of your evening, and we'll be around. Take care.
Bye.